Let's read source 5 from the Mexico City investigation. It's titled, Water in Mexico City, the Ecological Crisis of Tomorrow, by Alejandro de Coss. But first, we're going to look at the central question to remind ourselves of the purpose for reading this source. Why is access to water unequal in and around Mexico City? Let's start with the attribution to see where the source comes from. Translated and adapted from the article, Water in Mexico City, the Ecological Crisis of Tomorrow, written by Alejandro de Coss in 2017, published by Horizontal Online magazine. Now let's read the headnote to find out more details about where the source comes from. Alejandro de Coss is a Mexican specialist in urban planning. As part of his research, he spent some months with city workers in charge of water repairs. In this article, he uses some stories from that experience to explain water inequality in Mexico City and its surrounding region. Okay, now let's read the source itself. Let's read this article by Alejandro de Coss. As they worked on a leak in Palmas and Periférico, one of the city workers told me that a few months before, he and his team had gone to repair a leak in one of the poor neighborhoods near Santa Fe. Their inspection showed that a tree's roots had punctured a pipe. The worker calculated that the leak had started 15 years before. In contrast, the leak they were fixing that day in Palmas and Periférico had started only 3 days before. This new leak was in an area with prosperous, rich offices, homes, and businesses. It is not a coincidence that the time it takes to repair a leak is related to poverty and wealth. Those with wealth can respond to scarcity more easily. In the Santa Fe corporate district, many buildings are illegally connected to the Lerma aqueduct. Workers and neighbors have told me so many times. The real estate developers have money that allows them to bribe government officials so they can build the illegal connections, through which they use up water from the Lerma before it can reach other parts of the city.